Hello.
Hello. Okay.
Can you hear me? Yeah. Can you
Yeah,
hear me okay?
I can hear you. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So for you, when we get to these higher levels, like you're at with your pronunciation, where it's just some of these, what we call super segmental features, where it's just maybe a word here and there, or it's just kind of this undertone that's happening, maybe in some of your words or the way you're saying things in general. At that higher level, it's not necessarily a matter of going back to the basics. It's about getting more advanced training. Okay, so it's more of that individual one-on-one customized approach to it. So for you, I would say either, getting more of the direct feedback through these study groups and little by little kind of piecing that together, or doing more of like the live trainings, the 6 live training with your personal coach. And doing it that way. Because as you get to those higher levels, it becomes so much more detailed and so much more individual that going back to the basics is not going to get you that level. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. It's strange because, like, for British people, they say to them, I sound American, but then when I go and talk to Americans, it's a different story, which, yeah, it makes sense because, yeah, I do realize
Mm-hmm.
uh, they're so different, like the two dialects, like the accents
Yeah.
differ so greatly. So that's why. But um, I don't know. It makes me feel again. It makes me when I hear that because yeah, I do realize it's not perfect, but it makes me feel like a bit frustrated again
Uh-huh.
because it's like something it's just missing from there. Yeah.
Yeah. And, to me, I always go back to like the thoughts that we have about our accent and the way that we think about our accent um, and what's causing that frustration is that we want to sound 100% American. I mean, because there's definitely work to that you can do in terms of your accent. But there's also kind of mindset work too. That there's these two different things, and we've kind of talked about that a little bit more of just kind of the mindset you have around your accent versus really training 100% your accent. So this is just something to kind of help you understand better too. Is I was in a situation where I was watching a video in a group, and it was an American person that was narrating this video, but there was one word that she said different than what my pronunciation is, and just one word, and she said it maybe 3 times throughout the video. And the minute she said that one word, I was like, I wonder where she's from, you know? And it wasn't. I turned to my husband and I'm like, did you
Yeah.
catch that? He's like, yeah, I caught that. And so it was one of those like that it only took one word, and it was like a 15-minute video, and she said one word, 3 times, and it was a
Yeah.
different pronunciation. It was just either the vowel was different or the word stress was different. And it triggered that in my mind to be like, okay, and of course I'm more sensitive to it because I work with accents, and I'm intrigued by it. And so I want to figure out what that accent is and where it's from. And was able to kind of pinpoint, okay, they must be from this area in Alabama. Actually, I kind of was able to pinpoint that that's how they pronounce it there in Alabama. And but everything else was 100% native sounding to me. And so why I bring that up is because you could go around and try and accommodate everyone and make sure that every American thinks that you are from America. And that would be an exhausting experience for you, because it just takes one word. It just takes one undertone. It takes one little thing to trigger in a native speaker's mind to be like, oh, that was a little bit different than what I'm used to hearing. Or you can kind of change the way you think about your accent and be like, okay, the way that I speak, I let, you know, is good enough. It's good to the point of accomplishing what I need to accomplish with work and with my training and things like that. And yeah, there is going to be some differences. Even that, it's not that just because I said, oh, I wonder where she's from, it didn't devalue what she was saying. It didn't change anything that I was, it just intrigued me. Does that make sense?
Yeah.